Good evening, this is K4PW Net Control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. I'm no longer going to ask for emergency traffic. I have no answers to that. If somebody has an emergency, they'll know. For information on the net, you can go to YouTube. Put my call, K4PEW, in the search block, and you'll come up with a live event, and I think you can figure it out from there. You can see the screen on my radio, but you can also see the, hold on, just minor adjustments here. There we go. That's a little bit. You can see the screen on my radio, but you can also see me if you choose, or you can put a piece of black tape over it. You can also hear all the stations I wouldn't normally, or you wouldn't normally hear. I hear them all. It's just the opposite of what I just said. If you can't hear them, though, you can be bored if the other person is talking for more than a couple minutes. So, or I do, for that matter. So, it's easy to go on YouTube. Just put that K4PEW in there. You can also go to MJSS, put MJSS into groups.io, and you can sign up for the email system. You can also see you don't have to do that. We've got about 200 people there, 200 wonderful technical people in ham radio who can answer any question there is. Also, they'll buy any ham equipment you have. You just put it up there, it'll sell within minutes. Anyway, that's groups.io, and you can just put MJSS into the search box. Or you can send me an email at k4pew@arrl.net. And we normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night, as we're ought to do. As we normally do since 2014. So we're in our 12th year. Purpose of it is to have fun, see who we can hear, who we can't hear, who we can annoy and not annoy. Please, no annoying APRS signals. I heard those several times in the past few minutes. It is annoying. It annoys me that somebody would think it's funny to annoy all these people on the net. Announcements. I only have one announcement, and that's for the Sunday night 10-meter net at 8 o'clock with Michael, KM4YRF. Starts out on 10 meters upper sideband on 28.415. But you can see that on the MJSS page on groups. But he starts out at 28.415 and then moves over to FM on 10 meters and then over to C4 FM on 10 meters, the only tri-mode net that I'm aware of. And Michael's aware of, for that matter. Although I am aware of his net. Is there any other announcements? Okay, I got crickets. Found a new word to, a new description. My wife has a terrarium with little tiny frogs in it. And she went out and bought crickets for them to eat. They're called pinhead. Makes me laugh every time I say it. Pinhead crickets, not because they act like pinheads, because that's what their name is, pinheads. I went to school with some pinheads. I was in the military with some pinheads. I've met some, no, I'm not going to say anymore. All right, do we have any other announcements?
We got some pinheads on this net.
No names, please. Pinheads. Pencil necks, are those the ones? All righty. We're going to go ahead and start the net. This is net number 1152. We're starting from the west, but first we're going to take check-ins from those who are first-time check-ins, pinheads, and short on time, or first-time check-ins, or what else? Those short on time. I forget what the last category is. Anyway, anybody, first-time check-ins. Mobile, that's it. Forgot the mobile part. And I added the pinheads, and it made me a pinhead. I forgot everything. Who's out there? Okay, a wonderful round of nothing. Well, then we'll start from the west. Please come now.
KC4, TNQ.
Man, I'm glad you jumped in there, man. I was getting lonely. How you doing there, Rick Charles?
Well, I heard all that dead air, and I was waiting for Jack to jump in there, but he didn't.
Well, you can't. Jack can outwait you any day, man.
Oh, that's all right. No, not much today. I did a few errands this morning and just kind of pilled around watching TV and YouTube and doing some internet stuff for the rest of the day. So that was about it for me today.
You didn't do no walking today?
Oh, yeah. I went walking early this morning. Started about 8. Walked for an hour.
Oh, wow. That's great. An hour a day. Man, oh, man, you'll be down to being a pinhead within a couple of months.
Yeah, I hope so. It'd be nice to be a pinhead, but anyway, that's about it for me, and hope everyone's doing well, and I'll let you get on with the show. KC4 TNQ.
Yeah, very good. No, I encourage you. It's great. I know from my own experience. I've lost weight a couple, 3 times, but this time is more or less the last time, I hope. That I went from about 285 or so down to 235, but I gained about 5 pounds, so I'm kind of settling in here at 240, but I don't want to stay there. Anyway, I encourage you to keep going because it's really, really important for, well, your family as much as it is you. That was Charles, KC4TNQ, and he is in West Nashville. Who else is there next?
Comment. 4TJF.
KN4TJF. What, you got something to say to your brother there, Michael?
No, I was just going to say that, man, Charles was S5 to me tonight. The leaves must be off the tree.
Yeah, is that a euphemism for something else?
Or something.
Very good. Charles, you heard that, I think. Charles, you got big signal tonight.
I could just barely hear Michael, and his brother's on there.
Yeah, no, I got it. No, I just want to let you know, he said you were an S5 to him, which was unusually high for you, but Charles can hardly hear you, Michael, and I think you heard him say that. Anyway, Mike, I'll get a second. Rick, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Paul, thanks. I hope everybody is doing well as well.
All right, very good. Anything good for the net? I mean, you holding down your sector over there?
So far, so good, man. All is well in the forest over here.
I mean, you haven't had the sheriff involved in a while, have you?
No, not that I'm going to admit to.
All right, very good. Nothing else for the net?
No, but I appreciate what you do, Paul. KN4, TJF.
All right, very good. That's Rick. He's over West Ashland City, KN4TJF. Who else is west?
KG4ILV.
Man, 2 people beat you to it. You're slowing down in your old age.
I didn't jump in there in front of everybody every time.
Oh, that's all right. I understand. Well, again, you always know the right time to jump in if you're doubling with somebody.
Exactly.
Anything good over there in your garden world?
Man, I worked out in the garden all day today. I am worn out.
Working with the hose, huh?
Yep, getting it ready for winter, and I'm going to plant garlic.
You're not going to do any winter wheat this year?
No wheat, just garlic.
Garlic. So did you say what you dry? Did you say you dried them? I forget what they call it. Dehydrate them?
Yeah, when I don't eat fresh, I dehydrate, and then I put it in my coffee bean grinder and make garlic powder.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. I hate to say it, but I do love garlic. That's not hate. It's just that garlic leaves a bad taste in people's mouths and noses.
Yeah, but keep you from getting sick.
Yeah, so I'm told. My dad thought he could. I don't know why he thought this. I don't know where he read it. It's like an old wives' tale or something. He says, you can take onion juice and you can pour it in your ears to cure earaches.
Well, if you eat garlic, people won't get close enough to you to get sick.
You'll never catch any diseases.
That's right. All right, I'll let somebody else check in. Thanks for doing the net, Paul. KG4ILV.
Yeah, plus to keep the werewolves away. That was Jack, KG4ILV over in Davidson County. Who else is west?
WIF, John.
WIF, John. What's your full call there, John? I forget.
Oh, Kilo, Quebec 4, Whiskey, India, Foxtrot. John, just right down the street from you in Hermitage.
Yeah, no. All I heard was a WIF, and I go, wait a minute, that's John, but did you give your whole call, or did you forget to push the button?
No, I cut it short. Getting late tonight.
Very good. I was just thinking about you today. How's it going?
I've been traveling all week. I'm going to give everybody on the net a good source of information. Don't travel by air. I've been standing in TSA lines all week, starting out in San Juan, Puerto Rico. TSA's staffing is probably 10% of what it normally is. Flights are delayed. Everything has been held up by not paying them. For some reason, they don't want to work when they're not paid.
Yeah, but again, what troubles me about that, well, no, confuses me. It doesn't trouble me since I'm not in that mess. But it seems to me that, I don't know about the security people, but air traffic controllers make pretty good money, and they seems to me they should have some savings. In fact, they should have 6 months of savings. And B, they'll be paid back full when it gets back to business.
Well, I mean, without ever making a net political, our chief executive is saying he's not going to do back pay if they don't report to work. And I can see that winding up in the courts because, Department of Labor's got some pretty strict rules about if someone works, you got to pay them.
Oh, yeah. No, that's I didn't know about that one. That's a little. Well, I still like the way Musk handled that. He said when the people were working from home, during COVID, and a lot of them didn't come back to the office, he says, come back in or you can not do work for somebody else.
Yeah, that was another issue with even in the private sector, people that were working at home that had non-competes that decided not to come back to the office. They were enforcing the non-competes, pretty much the same thing. I'm just glad I got another year, and then it's all retirement for me.
Yeah, and you'll be happy too. Of course, you will miss the travel, even in spite of the pain in the neck it is.
No, sir. I've been at an airport every week my entire adult life, and I've had enough. And I traveled straight through COVID. There was a lot of times I was the only person on an airliner, or the flight attendant would come by and put 2 cans of Diet Coke in my chair next to me, 4 bags of potato chips. I wouldn't see her again for the whole flight.
Yeah, that was I can only my only connection to that idea, that event was, I was on one of the first flights the day they opened up air traffic after 9/11, and I was going up to Providence, Rhode Island from Florida, and that plane was near empty because everybody was afraid to fly.
Well, just as the airlines were, just as the states were shutting down the airports, not allowing traffic to come into their states, I was on one of the last flights out of San Diego, California, and some of my friends that were out there weren't able to get on flights because the states weren't accepting traffic into their airspace, and they rented cars and drove from San Diego. Some of them went as far as Miami going home.
Yeah, I heard about that. Boy, the rental car companies made out with that little event, didn't they?
Oh yes, they love it when you terminate a vehicle in a different place than where you rented it, especially when it's 4,500 miles away. They get you for every mile you drove. But Paul, thank you for doing the net. Do appreciate it. I miss it when I'm out of town. It's the friendliest net on the airwaves. I will say that. So I'll 73 and turn the net back over to you.
Yeah, very good. Well, thanks for the kind words. That's the way I expect nets to be. We're not a military operation, and we're not a business operation. It's a fun operation, and I like to give people a little leeway on what they want to say, and I just want to hear how they're doing, and that's what we do. Anyway, that was John, Kilo Quebec 4 WIF, and he's in Hermitage. Who else is? He was just saying, don't get on airlines until this pay situation is resolved with Congress. Who else is west? To the south.
Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet.
Hello, Jimmy. What's up?
Nothing, I am.
Everything going all right with you and the XYL?
As far as I know, you know something I don't?
Oh, there's been some rumors, but I always ignore rumors.
Okay. No, I'm on vacation.
Oh, cool. You been doing anything exciting except for resting?
I'm trying to rest, but that's not working. I cut the grass yesterday, did all the trimming. What else did I do? Oh, I got a haircut today. I smoked a butt on the smoker. Did that today. Plus other odds and ends. Got vehicles registered. I've been busy.
Oh, yeah. I had a busy day, too. Or last night. It was last night. I got a notice in the mail from the motor vehicle department, said the one of the cars needed re-registration. So I was going to go make arrangements. I was pay it online, and I couldn't find the email. I said, hey. So anyway, I went right to Wilson County and did that. So that was my big event of the day, just re-registering the car online. Man, that's big work.
I tell you, it takes a little bit. Tomorrow, I don't know. I think I'm going to smoke some chicken wings. I think I might do that tomorrow. My oldest son should be here sometime tomorrow. He ain't quite sure when he's going to leave Norfolk to ride here. And then over the weekend, we're going to ride over to Robbinsville, North Carolina for our annual little get-together we get together and look at fall colors. That's what we do. So, we'll be doing that.
Sounds good. Has it been cool enough to have fall colors jump out on?
Don't know, don't care. We're still going to go look at them.
Okay, you're going to be able to see colors. I was going to say something about what you were doing there, but I forgot. Oh, yeah, I know what it was. I never smoked wings. So you got to really shorten that time up or reduce the heat or what?
Now you basically cook them out. What I do is like 375 for about 45 minutes indirect. Put a rub on them, crispy skin, and when they're done, I basically swap them around in the favorite sauce. They come out really, really good. So the key is the indirect cooking at 375, give or take an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, and they're pretty much good.
Cool. Sounds delicious.
I don't actually smoke them. It takes just poultry is basically a little bit higher heat and shorter time. You don't have to break anything down. It's pretty tender already. You just gotta make sure it's done. Pork and beef and stuff like that, low and slow. You break it down and it comes out tender and juicy and wonderful.
Oh boy. Yeah, wings are particularly good because they, pound for pound, they have a little bit more fat than the rest of them.
Oh yeah, and they're delicious too.
Oh, I know, but that's what's fascinating about human taste buds and whatever we like. Fat. It doesn't matter what it is. We like fat. That's the reason we love butter. It tastes good, but it possibly tastes good because we like it.
Yeah, and it probably tastes good to us because we need it.
Oh no, that's correct. That's correct. And it is fascinating though that the things we like most are things like potato chips, because they're you got the carbs, you got the oil, and you got the butter. Other than that, there's nothing to it.
I think they make them taste like stuff that we need, so we keep buying them. I mean, it's only a theory.
Oh no, I get it. No kidding. It's just, that's why, like in any fine quality beef you buy, you want a nice marbled beef, so there's some fat in there.
Oh, absolutely. All right, we won't bore everybody with cooking and eating, so I'll let you get back to that. Doing a hell of a job for a Wednesday there. Very good, Paul.
Yeah, very good, Jimmy. Welcome, and everybody else, welcome to the Jim and Paul Cooking Network. That's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Who else is Sal?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hello, Larry. You're not doing too bad today. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You're coming in pretty good tonight also.
Yeah, pretty good conditions tonight for, I don't know what's good or bad. I just know tonight's been pretty good. Anything for the net? Very good. That's Larry, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor in Rockville. Who else is Sal? All right, over to the east.
KM4YRF.
You feeling better, I hope, and getting around?
Yeah, man, I'm tired tonight. I had physical therapy at 4:00, and he took me outside, and we with my walker, and we walked down the side street and around the cul-de-sac and back, and it wore me out.
Oh, I'll bet. When you're 6 weeks or 7 weeks inactive, or relatively inactive, because some of it wasn't inactive, but man, it tears you up just to walk around the block.
Well, I tell you, it feels good. At the same time you're getting tired, it just feels good to be up and walking.
That's because you're getting blood up to the brain.
I guess.
No, it's all good. Yeah, you don't realize how important it is to be. By the way, you're gonna move up from a walker to training wheels.
Well, I'm hoping I'll start outpatient physical therapy next Thursday, so I'm hoping by the time I'm through with a few weeks of that, I'll be through with the walker.
So you're gonna be able to drive next week.
Oh yeah, I can drive now.
Okay, just want to make sure you got strength in your legs. That's all.
Yeah, I talked to the doctor. I could have driven myself to the doctor's appointment yesterday to get the stitches out, but it was all the way downtown, and I thought that might be just a little too long for me to be behind the wheel. So I had my son take me.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, well, I understand that. Yeah, again, you have 6 weeks of relative inactivity, in bed, and rarely getting up and moving around. Man, that just makes you, man, it reduces your whole being is reduced.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm getting stronger every day. Though every day I notice something else that I can do that I couldn't do the day before.
Yeah, like eat.
No, I've been able to eat this whole time, but I was able to stoop down and pick something up off the floor yesterday, or today, I mean.
Oh boy, yeah, small gains, but worth it. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm glad it's getting better.
Yeah, it was just a water bottle, something small.
Yeah, you still gotta be careful though.
Oh yeah, I have strict limitations. It's called BLT, no bending, lifting, or twisting.
You're not gonna move the weight set down to the basement.
Yeah, my son and Danny that works with us at Brookmead, they came over, already had a handrail on the left side of the steps coming into the house, and they put another handrail on the right side, and also a handrail on the right side of the stairwell coming up. And man, that has made my life really, really easier.
Oh, I'll bet.
Yeah, having two sides to hold on to makes all the difference.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, anything else on that, Michael?
That's all I got. I guess doctor time is over.
You sound pretty normal to me. That was Michael, KM4YRF. So you're going to have to help me get up on the roof in the morning. And Michael is here in Mount Juliet, just around the corner. Who else is east?
Getting 4 RTR.
Hello, Wes. You going any good today?
Doing pretty good. Just the same old, dispatching people, and that's about it.
Well, you can take that word dispatch in several ways, and I think you know the wrong way.
Absolutely. Yep. No, just we have got 3 different Walmarts near the Knoxville area authorized today, so I've got a whole bunch of technicians that are about to be running around the very east end of Nashville very soon.
Oh, you mean east end of Tennessee?
Yeah, Tennessee, sorry. I need more technicians in the east end of Nashville.
Now they're going to be pouring and finishing? Is that what they do?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to do everything. They just started earthwork, so good Lord, the one that just started in Maryville has 10, 15 feet of undercutting prior to backfilling, and then they can start prepping for footings and slabs, so pretty extensive earthwork operations.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I've never had to do that. You reminded me of a job. I don't remember which year it was. I don't recall. I don't remember if I don't know. It was in the 70s anyway. And I met this guy. He was he was doing laying floor tile, and I found out from him or his boss or somebody. He goes, we start doing like one of these. I don't remember if it was a Walmart, but it was one of those big stores. I think. I said, man, oh man, laying tile in a Walmart. Holy crap, that's a lot of work.
Oh, I can only imagine. I mean, everything these days is I think they call them float planes. Everything, the concrete slab, pour it flat, let it sit a while, float plane it, and no VCT tile goes on anything anymore. It's all just colored concrete slabs.
Ah, okay, yeah, I imagine so. You're right. I hadn't thought about that recently, but you're right. Why would you want to lay down anything on that concrete when you have really nice concrete finishes?
Sure, absolutely. But no, that's all that's new. I don't think I have anything else for the net. I'm just glad my little antenna over here is still able to make it in, check in.
Oh, yeah. Maybe for Christmas you'll bump it up to an X510. No rush. I mean, you're doing fine.
Now, for Christmas, I just need to get a 40-foot, 50-foot push-up pole and spray paint it so that the HOA looks a blind eye to it. I think that's my smartest move at this point.
Oh, that'll do it. If you can, the height is everything, as you know. Everything.
Absolutely, height is might. But no, that's all I got, Paul. Just a good 7 threes to everybody on the net this evening.
Yeah, very good. That's Wes over near Lebanon. And His call is November 4 Romeo Tango Romeo. Who else is east?
KG4, am I say?
Hello, Mr. Kevin.
Well, what's going on, Mr. Paul?
Man, I was really hoping you'd know because I don't know crap.
If you're relying on me, man, I'm telling you, we're in a world of hurt. I don't know very much of anything myself. I'm just, I'm surviving. I'm trying to survive. I got a a piece of a shoestring that I'm hanging on to.
Oh, yeah. No, well, it's funny. I was talking to somebody. Who was I talking to? Oh, yeah, one of the guys. It's on the net normally, and he says, "I don't even know what day it is until net day. Then I know."
Yeah. I just happen to have it on the scan there when I come in the room and heard you in there. So I figured, well, it must be about that time. So I waited around, and here I am. Well, nice checking in with you, Paul. It's been a little while since I spoke with you, since the last time, anyways. And well, the same old stuff going on over here. Nothing different. Just trying to survive and stay out of trouble for the most part.
Oh, I know better than that. You still using your 857?
Yeah, but it's not hooked up right now. I got this antenna, that antenna hooked up to this radio, and it's a digital radio. I guess I could switch it over.
No. I was just wondering if you were still using it because it's a nice radio.
Oh yeah, but it's not hooked up right now. It's not got an antenna hooked up to it, but it's hooked up to a power supply. I just need to switch it over. I hadn't got around to hadn't messed around with that thing yet. Or, I was going to check in. I guess I should check in with you over there on the 2-meter sideband. That's next, right?
It's going to be on 7. No, what's the date? Wednesday? No, it's 4. No, it's 446, 415, isn't it? Somebody straightened me out. I thought it was 446 tonight.
It is.
Okay, it is 446, 415. That's where we are tonight, Kevin.
All right, well, and I'll try to get in there and tune in and see what I can do with it and check in with you.
All right, sounds like a winner. That was Kevin. Kilo Golf 4, Mike, India Zulu. Yeah, I've got this 857 of my own. I've had it for right about 20 years, and I feel guilty just not using it. It's just staring at me. It looks real lonely. Anyway, who else is east? All right, north.
Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar Mike India.
Hello, Daniel. I heard I don't know who. There might have been somebody else in there, but we're good. Anything good going on over there?
Oh no, just holding up the frigid north up here,
Oh, I'm telling you. Well, your signal's huge today. I almost have to push my earphones back.
Kind of bouncing off the ceilings and.
No, it's just a good, big, strong signal.
Yeah, I've got all I've got is just a copper J-pole, homemade J-pole, and I've got a Ringo Ranger, and I'm going to put that up, and maybe I can get up north. I don't get up north very well.
Yeah, well, you're 50 over to me tonight.
Yeah, it works good. Everywhere south works great, but north it just doesn't do it. It's too low to the roof line, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the issue is, but yeah, you're doing fine though.
Roger. That's about all I got for the net. Thanks for the net, Paul.
All right, sounds good. That's Daniel in Hendersonville. Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar Mike India. Who else is north?
K4WKU was in there.
Oh, that's who that noise was. How you doing, Steve? Very good. I can just barely hear your voice even with the headphones on, so sorry about that. I'm glad you checked in. You doing okay? Mike, you copying him?
Yep, he said thanks for checking him in. And Steve, I'll try to be there Friday night. Carry on, Paul.
All right, very good. That was Steve. He's in Bowling Green. Michael can always hear him better than me. It's K4WKU, and he's in Bowling Green, which is about 65 miles north. Who else is north? Nope. We're at a really bad signal. Who is that?
That was Lucas in Gallatin.
Oh, Lucas. I don't know. It's so funny. This is twice in a row your signal has been unreadable to me. Lucas, I'm telling you, Michael, it sounds like he's off frequency to me, but I'm sure he's not.
It looks to me like his signal is picket fencing a little bit. But Lucas, do you have anything else for the net? All right, Lucas said hello, Paul, and 73 to everybody.
What's Lucas's call again, please?
Lucas, what's your call? KR4EMH.
Oh, yes. Well, I always remember when somebody tells me, so yes, I remember the call. Okay, that's good. Kilo Romeo 4 Echo Mike Hotel. That's Lucas in Goodlettsville. Who else is north?
WB0NOO.
There was two people in there, but as usual, the bully up there by the lake, Mark, cut him off.
Well, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cut anybody off. Good evening, Paul. You're sounding good to me.
Oh, yeah, it's like a mutual admiration society when you got two signals that close together.
Yeah, you're right. Kind of close. But anyway, you sound good as always. Hey, I got a question for you. I think you have been involved in going to a shooting range from time to time. And I was going to go do that, and I got to looking, and I can't find any left around here. Have they all closed up?
I haven't been in a while, but the one you're talking about, the one that's on Lebanon Pike over there. It's right next to that Baptist church.
Yeah, I remember that one. There was also one in Mount Juliet, just east of Mount Juliet Road on Highway 70.
Just east? I don't think if that's there. That's the one I'm talking about. There, it's over. I think it's what Golden Bear Parkway turns into when you go all the way north at Lebanon Road. You know what I'm talking about? There's also across the street. There's a pawn shop.
Yeah, yep, that's the one. I can't find it listed in the directory anymore.
Oh boy, I'm guessing COVID shut that down. The only other one I know of is the one that's put on by the manufacturer there in Nashville.
Yeah, I know there's one in Nashville. And then there's a TWRA site, I think, over near Percy Priest Lake somewhere. But I used to go to one down in Spring Hill all the time, but my shooting partner has gotten old on me. So he's hiding out in the house these days.
Well, we should have an opportunity coming up in the near future with one of the guys on the net has a shooting range on his private property in Hermitage. So that might be a good opportunity at that time.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll watch for it then. That's all. I don't really have anything else. Just getting an itchy finger and wanted to go shoot something.
Well, try not to get too itchy. That's when danger occurs.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Well, I got a pistol that needs sighted in badly. It's just a little 22, but last time I had it out, it was terrible. So I got a new mount for the sight, and was going to go try it out.
I think with 22s, they ought to just give the ammunition away. It's so cheap.
Yeah, I could almost go out in the backyard and shoot it.
Well, you do have neighbors, don't you?
Yeah, they'd shoot back.
Well, you could. I've never owned one, but I would think a silencer on a 22 would be perfect because it wouldn't sound like much.
Yep. Yeah, it could be. All right. Well, I don't really have anything else. So, hang in there. Have a good evening. WB0NOO.
Yeah, that's very, very good. That's Mark, and he's up by the beach there by the lake, and Northwest Wilson, Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar. Who was doubling in there, or you weren't doubling? They just happened to be doubling. Nobody's ever at fault in that.
wasn't me, but I'll go ahead, Katie, for CV.
You know, it doesn't matter. No, I always get a kick out of that because when people double, they go, "I'm sorry." You go, "What are you sorry for? You didn't do it on purpose." Anyway, how you doing, Greg?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, nice day today again.
Oh man, it was too nice, really. Unbelievable how nice it was. Sunny and not too hot. And thankfully, it's in spite of the sunny and not too hot, the grass isn't growing.
Yeah, we got some rain and it came up, jumped up real quick, but it was perfect timing for my scheduled Armando to come by and mow my lawn, so it worked out perfect.
Cool. Anything good for the net tonight?
Not much. I got a new computer and been setting that up, so and then which I kind of enjoy using, so I have the computer grow.
Which one did you get?
It's a gaming computer, a desktop.
Oh boy. Which processor did you get for the gaming computer?
I don't know the exact numbers on it, but it's pretty good. But when you look at it, it looks like the guts or a laptop, but they've added a nice video card, and of course which requires a bigger power supply, and there's like a pretty RGB fan. That's how you know.
It's true though. They slap the lights in there as if that's supposed to do something. It doesn't impress me.
Oh man, it gets me going. Anyway, yeah, I need something like that because I do a flight simulator, which you got to hook up by USB. You got rudders and a joystick and a headset that tracks your head motion, and you need a lot of USB ports, and you can't get it on a laptop, even a gaming laptop.
Do you have the that real mode you can put on your headset? You can point the guns at people.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's pretty cool.
Sounds like it is. I'd probably spend too much time on it if I had that. Anyway, anything else, Rick?
No, over the past 30, 40 years, I've done thousands of flight simulator hours. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, catch you later, Katie, for CV.
Yeah, you must be pretty good at it. That's Greg, Mr. Flight Simulator, Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. I happen to know he's also flown an airplane before, so he should be good at it. Who else is north?
KB9RKK.
Hey, Frank, anything good going on in your area?
No, not really. Yeah, that range is closed, Paul. It used to be called KRB Firearms, the range, yeah, something like that. It's a bakery now.
The one over there on Lebanon Road?
Yeah, it's the Emerald, or I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong because it's French bakery.
Wow. So it's a bakery that's got a basement.
Yeah. Yes. This guy that's part owner of another food place in Mount Juliet bought it because he was doing home-based bakery, and he's got a physical location, and he opened it up. I saw him remodel it. That's also the place they got broken into a couple times, so that place has been trouble.
Yeah, they actually ran a car through the front of his place, and they put up a new stanchions out there with concrete in them. It was something.
Yeah, but yeah, there's really nothing around. I mean, I really don't like the one down here by. I mean, I shouldn't say I haven't been there in years. The one over by Percy Priest Lake, the Hunter place there, because I don't know. She's probably gone, but the one lady there, she would put buckets all around you, and she would say if the brass goes in there, it's hers.
Well, as a state employee, I'd say no, it's not.
Yeah, I almost got kicked out of here because I didn't want to give her my brass. I'm like, I reload myself.
Oh wow. Yeah, there's that one, and then there's the one in Nashville, and then wait a minute, there's another one. Which one was I going to mention? Well, shoot, I forgot what I was going to tell you. Oh, there was one, if you remember, in Hermitage, and it used to be. Originally it was a Japanese restaurant, and then it turned into a firing range, and then they got shut down, I think, by the tobacco and firearms people because of the improper recording or something.
Oh, really? Is it the one off of Central Pike?
No, it was north, just north of Lebanon Road on the west side, on Andrew Jackson Parkway. I think it's Andrew Jackson Parkway. Yes.
Oh, okay.
No.
Towards Old Hickory.
No, I'm wrong. Not Andrew Jackson Parkway. I keep calling it that, and it's not. It's the same one that the restaurant's on there, in Home Depot and Lowe's. Old Hickory.
Old Hickory, same nickname for Andrew Jackson.
Yeah, I get, not being from here, I always use one and interchange it with the other one because it's the same guy.
Yeah, it is. And when you say take Old Hickory, which one? Because it goes all over. But yeah, no, I used to go all the way to the one out by Ashton City, out that way. But I had a few. One time it got crazy there because there's nobody watching it. There's like no range officer, and people were doing crazy stuff. A carload of guys showed up, and they didn't speak English, and some were pointing the guns at themselves, trying to figure out if it's jammed. I'm like, that's it, I'm out of here.
You talking about that one that's up on a mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed a little like Old West, the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, and we had a guy there, I don't know, I'm not sure, I think he was Iraqi, I'm not sure. He was a little crazy, but he was a good old guy, and he was shooting everybody else's targets, and he was hitting everything, like crazy. He shot this guy's 22 target with a Mosin Nagant, and blew it up, and then that guy got in his face about, you need to pay, the guy didn't speak English, so then his son came running, and he was wearing a suit, and he's like, hey, he's just, sorry about that, here's some money, but, and then the gun, one of the guys had a handgun, and it wasn't fired, and they're looking at it, and we're like, that's it, we're leaving.
Yeah, well, if it's not properly managed, you're right, it's a bad place to be.
Well, yeah, we, two reasons. One, we don't want to get hurt, and if this guy hurts himself, I don't want to be sitting there for all day talking, taking a report, I don't want to know about it.
I don't want to sit there all day with a sucking chest wound with my hand,
That too. But we're like, yeah, let's get out of here. This is getting out of hand. And then this crazy guy is, arguing with other guys, and everybody's armed. And we're like, so my buddy and I just quietly loaded everything up and took off. We're like, yeah, not worth it.
But they really don't have a range officer there?
They show up from time to time, but it's not manned. No, which is what I like, because it's really... It's fun as long as you're the only one there, or a couple of, the first couple of times it was just some law enforcement types. They were fine. They were like, hey, you want to shoot at this? You want to try this gun? It was kind of cool. But when just crazy people started showing up the second, or I think it was the third time I went there, I was like, yeah, this is now getting crazy over here. So I left.
You mean the skinheads with bow fangs?
No, yeah. It's funny, but those can't kill you.
No, it can't. No, I was just thinking about how that's always how people are perceived that are in the, what they call the white supremacist skinhead kind of thing,
Yeah, no, these, like I said, these guys didn't even speak English, so it was hard to communicate with them, and we tried to tell them, look, you got to stay in your lane, and then they would just walk out while people are still shooting. They're like, whoa, you can't do that. You can get hurt. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, it's not funny. I mean, it's funny talking about it, but it ain't funny.
So, yeah, the other one that I used to go to a lot was up in Greenbrier. It was Guns and Leather, the first location.
Oh, I forgot there's that other gun range up there up near Madison.
Yeah, it's in Hendersonville. The other, it was there. I don't know what happened there. I think that got blown by the tornado.
Oh, that gun range did get knocked down?
Yeah, it was Guns and Leather, too. I think it got damaged. I haven't been shooting actively in a few years. Kind of got sidetracked, but I've only been doing it outside, out of state, or with my brother-in-law, but he passed away. But they had a really good place in Ohio. It was an indoor range with great ventilation. They even had a 100-foot indoor for a rifle. That was a cool place. It's called Centerline. But now that he's passed away, I don't go there, so I got to find a new place. So I understand Mark's feeling there.
Yeah, no, it's you're right. I didn't realize that one out there in Lebanon closed. I'm glad I didn't drive out there.
Yeah, I know you guys used to go there. I heard you talking. But anyway, don't want to monopolize it the rest of the time here. Thanks for doing that. I'll give it back over here. KB9 or KK.
Yeah, that's Frank. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo in northwest Mount Juliet, over way northwest, over by the not the enemy border, but the Davidson County border. Who else is west? No, where was I north? No, north. That's where I actually was. Anybody else north? Anybody, any place, anywhere north? All right, we're going to be calling for dilly-dally, calling all dilly-dalliers, spuddlers, landlubbers, sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, skulkers, slackers, lackeys, toadies, lackers, repeater, gertunkers, shape-shifting lizard folks. We're not going to call them people anymore. Moon landing deniers, and those who support the fact that we may have landed on the moon, or so, at least in Hollywood. Moon land and a moon occupied by aliens, two kinds: the ones that foreign nationals with operations on the backside of the moon, and that the moon may indeed be a satellite or a spaceship for aliens. Of course, don't forget the flat earthers, flat earth deniers, scanner listeners, SDR donglers, preppers, end time survivors, Bigfoot believers, and any other denizens of the airways. Please come now.
You left out tall, bald, and ugly. Careful, here.
Oh, that was involved in the shape-shifting lizard people.
Oh, okay. Shame you can't get some of these long-winded diatribes you engage in and move them over to fill in the blank space on the airwaves. I mean, everybody gets on the net, but most of the time the airwaves are dead.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of that going on. You're right. I don't know how to fix that, really. But unless we start doing recordings, calling all hams.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, no, I'm sorry I'm late. I was delivering baby food to a couple of families, so I got my gold star for the day.
Well, sounds good. I hope they are appreciative.
Yeah, well, one lady had 8 kids, so I don't know.
Well, good for her. Good for populating the planet.
Yeah, she got that covered. Anyway, carry on, K4, KQ.
Did you tell her they found out what causes that? Very good. That's Tony. Great signal. He apologized for being late, but we don't take apologies or notes from their XYL, or in his case, the XYL. That's KF4, KFQ. Anybody else? So we're missing Scott, but we're going to run right over to 446, 415. Nothing heard. That's where I'm going. This is K4PEW on 446, 415. Looking for check-ins from the west. Looking for check-ins from the west.
KG4ILV.
All right, very good. And then over on the west, anybody else? That was Jack, KG4ILV. Nobody else in there, Charles? All righty, who else is, where was it? West and then south. From the south. Man, Tony was just in there. Tony, from the south. From the east.
KM4YRF.
Man, we got remedial check-ins tonight on 70 centimeters. What's going on there?
I don't know. Everybody's busy.
Oh, I know. Busy doing nothing. KM4YRF. It's Michael here in Mount Juliet. Who else? Big signal, of course. He's all of maybe 2 miles from me as the crow flies. If there were crows. Mostly they're buzzards or red-tailed hawks. Who else is north? Or, excuse me, east? Nobody else east?
Kevin's in there.
Kevin, I can't even hear you. Man, what are you using? A plastic coat hanger? Can't believe I can't hear Kevin. Anyway, I got you in there, Kevin. I can't hear you. Mike, you hear him okay though?
Yeah, I hear him great. Kevin, he's got you in the log. He can't hear you at all.
Appreciate you being there, Kevin. That's KG4MIZ. He is in, it's considered Lebanon, but he lives in Smith County, our only Smith County resident. You do have to include Smith County in your 10 meter, that Mike.
All right, I can do that.
I'm in it, yeah. And Kevin, you got to show up on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock for the 10-meter upper sideband. Try Mode Net. Anyway, who else is east? East or anywhere?
KV9 RKK.
Oh, I didn't get it. I forgot to mention north, didn't I? Sorry about that. That was Frank, KV9 RKK. Yeah, Frank here in Mount Juliet. Who else is north?
WV0 NOO.
Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Mark with a great signal. And I'm sure you can hear Frank okay, right?
I don't even need a radio to hear Frank.
Just open the window. All right. Anyway, Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar. That's Mark. Who else is north?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Well, you sound particularly good tonight there, Greg. That's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo in Hendersonville. Anybody else? North, that is. Anybody else north? Man, we're going to have to wake up Carlin, man. He's not here tonight. All right. Last call for north.
KC4, TNQ.
Oh, didn't I say west already? Didn't I start with west? Sorry about that. KC4, TNQ. I did start with west. Can't keep it straight. How you doing, Charles? You might be the last one in tonight.
Yeah, it took me a minute to dial it in. I'm on my mobile radio, so it took me a minute. And it just amazes me how I can hear Michael just Q5 on 440.
Isn't that funny, man? Mike, you copying the Charles okay?
Man, I couldn't copy him any better.
That's unreal. Really good on 70 centimeter from Nashville, West Nashville, excuse me, over to, well, I'll just say behind Providence on in Mount Juliet. I'd say not behind Providence in the trash container, but it's a house back there. And it's amazing, 70 centimeters works better both ways than 2 meters, though.
Maybe it's a 2 dB gain on the 440 other than the 2 meter one.
I thought the same thing on a similar issue. I think I may have mentioned that before. Wes, TWI, was up on Lebanon Road in Mount Juliet, and he was doing a check on 2 meters, and he goes, let's try 440. And I tried 440. He goes, man, you are twice as good on 440. And I thought about it for a minute, and I go, well, my antenna has got like a 14 dBi gain, on 70 centimeters, and it's got a 9 on 2 meters, so that's probably the difference.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the difference. It's just the antenna just has a little bit more gain on 440 than it has 2 meters, and it just makes it, even though the signal's weaker, the audio is just Q5.
Yeah, that's unreal. It really is interesting, though, how it works out good that way. That's why sometimes we undervalue both the sideband, 2 meter, 70 centimeter, for like emergency stuff, and it's a great. I feel like we ignore the upper sideband on 2 meters and 70 centimeters. They're great ways to communicate.
Yep. All right. Y'all have a good evening. Catch you on the next one. KC4, thank you.
Yep. That's Charles Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. Anybody else? I guess Scott's not out there tonight. We didn't have to give him a posthumous check-in. Well, he's not dead. It was just posthumously he's not there. Anybody else? All right. We're moving over to 28.415. We'll see you there. 28.415 upper sideband. Alrighty, here we are, 28.415, looking for check-ins besides myself here on 10 meters. We'll just, anybody checking in?
KM4YRF.
Very good, Mike KM4YRF. Michael, big signal, of course, here in Mount Juliet. Who else is anywhere?
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo.
Okay, I got Frank in there, and there was somebody else who would just say KB9 RKK, Frank, here in Mount Juliet, and I heard Daniel in there. KQ4 OMI. See again, Daniel, you got that cheesy antenna, so I don't hear it as well as I should.
Yeah, this is a different antenna on this one. Almost one of the cheap Chinese radios with the aerial.
No, you're doing fine. I mean, I can hear you. It's not like it's a big deal. It's just not a very big signal. Anyway, that's Daniel Kilo Quebec for Oscar Mike India in Hendersonville. Who else is any place? Right, hold on. We got KG4, ILV, Jack, and Davidson. And who was the other person I heard in there?
WB0NLO.
Very good. That's how short my memory is, man. 12 seconds later, I forgot who we were. That was Mark. Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar. Anybody else? Ah, right, sounds good. That's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor. When are you going to upgrade that antenna on 10 meters? When are you going to upgrade the 10 meter antenna?
What are you saying?
I'm saying you need an upgrade. That's what I'm saying. No, I can hear you. Really, I can hear you fine. It's just a little lower than I would expect from Hendersonville.
Yeah, it's not very high off the ground.
No, I got you. No big deal. That was Greg in Hendersonville. I figure if you move from Antioch to Hendersonville, you got to upgrade everything, man.
I don't want to scare the neighbors yet.
One thing at a time. All right, who else have we got else out there? Anybody, any place, please come now. Ah, very good. You make number 8 there, Charles. Duplicating the 70 centimeter net. That's Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. You do sound pretty good here on 10 meters tonight. Very good. Anybody else? Anybody, any place, anywhere? We'll take Illinois, Michigan, and Wisconsin next.
Kevin's in there.
Wow, I heard that, but I couldn't tell who it was. Kevin, Kilo Golf 4, MIZ. Wow, Kevin, good to have you in there. I couldn't hear you very well. Next time we talk, you need to tell me which antenna you're using for 10 meters. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere? Kevin was number 9 tonight. It's funny, when I heard his voice, I couldn't discern who it was, and I thought it was somebody from Michigan or Illinois. Alrighty, last chance before we move over to 223-415. Alright, that's where we're going, and I'm going to close down the net, and we'll see you there on 223.415 in a sec. It is closing out the net. This is K4PEW. Enjoy the music and the YouTube now.